Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ishmael from Conjured Realm. Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to just talk to you guys about the most common thing I get asked all the time, whether it's with clients, whether it's on YouTube, whether I'm getting emailed, and it's how long will something take to manifest? Now, I do want to preface by saying that everything is instant. Manifestation is instant. It's not something that takes time. It's not something that takes effort. It's not something that takes or should take weeks or months to happen. Now, if you're not at that stage yet, don't worry. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I still have times where manifestations take a while for me, but the process is instant, and I'm going to explain why. But first, let me get back to the question. So how long will it take for something to manifest? So that honestly is going to depend on how long it takes you to arrive into the state of the wish fulfilled. How long does it take you to step into the state of the version of you that has what you want? A lot of the times, something that hinders you from getting there is thinking of your desire instead of thinking from. When you are thinking of a desire, you're daydreaming. You're thinking, I wish I had this. It'd be so nice if I had that. It'd be great to talk to this person. But thinking from is basically affirming things like, I'm so happy I have the $1 million. Money is always flowing to me every single day, effortlessly. I'm a money magnet. No matter where I go, money is always coming to me. I find money on the floor all the time. SP is always contacting me. We have constant communication. We're in a harmonious relationship. I'm so lucky to be around so many amazing friends. This is thinking from your desire. And so we do this, or we affirm this way, so we can calibrate back into the desired state. And that goes along with affirming. Oftentimes with this question, I also get which one is best, affirming and persisting or just switching to a state. For me personally, my answer will almost always be switching into a state. However, not everyone can just get there automatically, which is why we affirm and then we persist on the affirmations that we are saying. Affirming is what calibrates you to stay in the state. So there's nothing wrong with affirming and persisting. I know a lot of people have discourse around affirming and just switching states, but it's understandable because not everyone can just switch automatically like someone who's experienced in manifesting. So there's absolutely nothing wrong. You can still get your desires if you're not automatically in the state that you want to be in. Now, why is manifestation instant? Because, like what we all know with manifesting, when you desire something, you give it to yourself first in the 4D. When you can visualize, or when you can see, or when you can affirm that something has already happened, it's instant. There's no waiting to happen. There's no waiting, right? That's why when we give it to ourselves in the 4D, we don't look for it in the 3D. We don't doubt, we don't question, we don't wonder. Why? Because we already have it. The version of you that's in the 4D is the exact same version of you that's in the 3D. It's almost like saying, if I hold up a picture on my phone of you and I ask you, is that not you? Obviously, you're going to say yes. It's the same thing with the visualizations that you see in your mind. The version of you that's in the 4D is the you right now. And if I give you like an example of, if I give you an apple, right? Do you not have that apple in your hand instantly? Okay, and because we just discussed how you are the version of you that's in the 4D as well, then when you visualize you having something, it's automatically instant. There's no waiting to happen. If you persist in the assumption that, okay, well now it's in the 4D, now I have to wait for it to happen. Well, then of course you're gonna have to wait because that's the command you just gave your reticular activating system. Realistically speaking, there's no waiting to happen. If you're waiting around, that's you assuming that manifestation is a process. It's never been a process. It's all about what your focus is on. If your focus is on having something, there'd be no reason why you'd be waiting for it. You'd be living your life, you'd be out with friends, you'd be out in the movies, you'd be out having dinner, you'd be out doing whatever it is that you'd be normally doing if it already happened. And a lot of you have trouble understanding this, but really it's just simulating your daily life experience with the desire already been done. And I don't know how much simpler to explain that other than you're just living every single day as if your desire is here right now. That's basically all you're doing, because there is no difference between 3D and 4D you. They are both the same. The only difference is that you can achieve or you can arrive to your end result quicker in the 4D. And because the 4D you is you, you automatically have it. If that makes sense, please let me know. Anyways, yes, so that's essentially how you know when something or how long something is going to take to manifest. You decide that you already have it. Once you decide you have it, there's no waiting involved because you have it. Like, for me, the whole manifestation process is very logical. I've had proof time and time again from past experiences that I've manifested that have led me to believe that my thoughts are creating. How did I get there? A bunch of meaningless manifestations constantly happening one after another. That's why I always tell you guys to practice your power, do it wherever you can, practice every single day, manifest things that you don't care about, because on days where you have doubts, you can go back to those days and just see what you've done in the past, and you can see that it's literally no different. There's literally nothing that's too big or nothing that's too small, nothing that's too expensive. It literally is all the same. To your subconscious, none of that is, everything is meaningless. Everything is meaningless, and we've, as people, over time have applied meaning to everything. But to your subconscious, everything is all the same. You give meaning to everything. The reason why something may be harder for you to manifest is because you have it on the pedestal. You have a meaning associated to that specific thing that is blocking you from getting it. You think something is too special or too grand, which causes separation from the thing you are wanting. So it's all about giving meaning to things and just deciding. For me nowadays, I just decide things to my reality, and they just constantly are always happening easily and effortlessly and very fast because there's no waiting involved. If you assume you have to wait for a desire, then that's what will have to happen, because that's the command you are now giving. But at no time you are waiting for anything. If you have it in the 4D, you have it. Stop claiming that there's waiting time, that you have to go through this long, dragged out process. There is no waiting. The 4D you is you. When you give it to yourself in imagination, you are giving it to yourself now. So always see your desires from that point of view, because that will ultimately give you what you want a lot faster. If you don't want to wait for your desire, if you don't want to be sitting around and waiting for something, then don't wait around and sit for it. You have it. It's yours right now. Just claim it and decide it. Again, there's nothing wrong with affirming and persisting. If you want to keep affirming to keep you into the state of the wish fulfilled, that's absolutely perfectly fine. Just know that all that matters is you telling the same story over and over again. That basically implies you having your desire. If you're doing that consistently and not going back to the old story, there's no reason why you shouldn't have your desire. It's literally the law. Okay? Anyways, if you guys have any more questions, I'm still doing one-on-one coaching. Please contact me at conjuredrealm@gmail.com. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them down in the comments below. Yeah, happy manifesting.